Yeah.
And then you had that thing in there.
How
was it going?
Feels weird in my mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah,
AJ gave it to me. The gap is closing.
The gap is about to go. The gap is about to go.
No, but you leave us like a bit. You leave us a bit.
Why are you not? Wow.
Just a little. Just a little.
Just a little. Upper one. A little one.
Let me just adjust this because I can't see your face properly.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So there's this thing that's happening on social media that people are reacting to. It's a press release from the Concerned Betters of Ghana, CPOG. So the headline says, or the main thing that they're talking about says rejection of 10% tax on betting, games and lottery wins. So it says the above mentioned association, I know, right? Vehemently reject the introduction of a new 10% tax on all betting, games and lottery wins. Says the CBOG wishes to state categorically that any further imposition of tax on the already tax-burdened society is a recipe for chaos and a means to find other criminal and dubious ways of survival. So goes on to state that they don't think that their bets winning should be taxed. And Ghanaians are like, I don't think a lot of Ghanaians knew there was anything like Concerned Betters of Ghana.
The letter is live on our Facebook page as well for those that want to see it on 3FM 92.7 on Facebook. So you can check it out. But when did this group form?
Well, I think it formed the moment the story broke on the timeline.
But I think we are also forgetting the volumes we have, the people who
honestly
bet. I mean, those who are in the space, even from the many companies around. And the many warming up to enter the betting space. See, if they tell you there are many people on the waiting list just to come on board, that means there's a ready market here for them.
Oh, there is.
And maybe we are looking at it from the sarcastic point of view, but maybe it's a real problem.
The bettors are concerned. They really are concerned for bettors.
They cut across all ages.
Even me, I bet too.
Hungry for.
Hey, you do.
No, and the ladies.
I'm not even capping I do.
That's the thing. I don't even know how they switch from. Those
they're really nice. So there's like deal or no deal. Like there are little nice games on some of the betting platforms that are fun and engaging. So it's not like you're doing sports betting heavily, but it's like
spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel. There's deal or no deal. There's there's little fun games that you can actually play on these betting websites.
On it and you'll get your
and
money
you're
back.
done. It's the most
addictive
exciting thing. No, exciting like.
Let's not rule out that part.
Oh yeah, that one.
Even the companies will tell you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
they tell you to
you
do
go
it responsibly too.
That's okay. My threshold is 100 cedis. Then you pass 100 and you're like, oh, what the 10
because I get money. Wow, so still the bet. So the only thing better than money is more money.
I mean, they tend to be,
No, but someone also did say that they believe that the 10% is actually not enough because they do make a lot of money.
No, but
so
some
they should
don't.
tax it.
Yeah, it was okay. And my thing is, I think that the percentage is what people are having a problem with. Imagine this: if it was 1%, people will not feel it because if you get 100 cities and you just lost 1 cities, but if you are winning 100 cities and you're losing 10 cities just for withholding tax. If you are getting 10,000 cities and you know that 1,000 cities is gone, but imagine if it was 10,000, you got 100 cities being taken out of. Nobody will really flip about it. So it's sometimes I think. In creating some of these tax laws, we should also look at affordability on the sides of both those that are trying to be
especially when you're hoping to widen the tax bracket,
because compliance
doesn't look like that.
A lot of it is affordability. If I can't afford it, then I want to evade it. But once I can afford it, I don't have a problem evading it. Do you get? So that's the thing.
People actually are asking for whether if the government is going to compensate them if they lose out because they're only in their wins. But what happens with the losing out as well? So that conversation is happening on social media, and a British court has ordered British Ghanaian ex-soldier Lance Corporal Michael Mante to pay back an amount of £70,000 after he was caught by investigators on film walking without aid equipment. Now, the former soldier to the UK Ministry
if you want to live the lie, stick to it.
So like he forgot.
Why would you
that money be big?
1 point,
so 70,000 events.
Is what she's being sued for.
Yes.
But he was collecting 1 point something.
He was collecting 1.6 million.
Hey!
But so basically, I'm actional. So the thing is, It was going well, and he did,
evade.
At the end of the day, he suffered an injury, all right, while on deployment. But when he came back, it got healed. Then he exaggerated the situation, and then they had to pay the thing. Only before they will pay, they have to do the whole investigations thingy. And he forgot. It's a camera people were following him. He had no idea, and then they caught him on camera. Completely, almost open toe. I think the kind of injury he had, he was not supposed to be in such a a shoe or something. But then he was caught in that, and
Can you imagine?
I'm like, why would you not plan this thing to a T?
I know a lot of people do this. I know a lot of guys who sign up for this permanent disability.
And they can
do it because
receive a check
the
for a
typical
long time.
African brother fighting a war you don't know anything about. Sometimes they go like, I didn't come here to kill myself. All I want to do is make mom and dad happy, build something comfortable home, retire, be alive, and then get back home. And once you're in a hurry to jackpot and go and do for others, when you're done, don't forget to come back home. Even though we all know Africa is not a cemetery.
So now he didn't get to enjoy like he would have hoped.
So the guy just didn't live the life well, because a lot of people I know or have heard of who do this. Charlie, sometimes they don't just go anywhere too.
That's true.
Yeah, because it has to be believable.
Yeah, if they suspect the system is watching them, that's why they even limp more.
Exactly.
Whatever happened to him for him to forget?
The money the guy they take,
it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, Charlie. But sadly, he has to pay it back with interest because lie. Anyway, so there's a story where police in the northern part of India, they are looking for a bride because she fired a gun at her wedding. Apparently, it's supposed to be like a tradition. So you pick the gun, you shoot shots in the air, and then while you do that, you have to
do
file
it during the ceremony.
Yeah, but no, while you do that, you still need to file with the police first.
For permission.
So even when you do that, they'll still have to investigate it. But no, I know all of that. No, shooting, no,
so she's spending honeymoon
on the run. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And people are reacting to that. Well, if it's your wedding day and you really want to go through this tradition, why would you just do the needful?
Sometimes the joy of being checked now.
Anyway, so she's on the run. Now I don't know whether if she's going to take off her wedding gown and wear something else, so she'll not be like. Because if anybody can identify that's you over there. So it's happening on social media, and the story about listen, guys, maybe I better try. I don't want to bar.
Okay.
So the Dalai Lama.
Yes.
At the end of the day, and I did do that. So he has officially apologized after he faced backlash over a video of him asking a young boy to quote suck his tongue.
And this brings to mind like what has he done before? Honestly,
these pervs are all grown
people in power and older men and
they are the pervs,
suck your tongues, Hesse.
So when he
he looks like a fossil, really.
Yeah.
To some extent. Like he's really, really old.
He's been there. He's still the first face of death.
He's actually won the Nobel Peace Prize before, cry and all of that.
Only dirty people, trust me.
No,
what do you think we have James Bond? They go hunting for all these people, like with all the tags, all the certificates, all the recognition, global recognition, and all that. There's always something hidden in there.
Yes,
there's always like
the Forbes and the 30 under 30 listing. That I read recently that someone over there is facing like about 110 years in prison because they falsified some document. I'm like. The pressure, anyway. So that's happening over there, and people are reacting. And see, while the apology came, they said, that the thing that they do is supposed to be a style of greeting in their belief, also in their faith.
The kiss or the
tongue thing, So it's like, it's grossing us out.
So you're actually supposed to suck.
But I'm say no. They are greeting, you're not supposed to taflate tongue. But I know they know. Olu the fa or the fa kwan boneso or akukọ hu kwan olu
well akukọ feathers will change
it's over fa akukọ hu we bronya people what done in here
So yeah, people are reacting to that story on social media and to the entertainment scene. So Ghanaian music duo Dope Nation's 2022 hit song Boza was nominated for the VGMA Best Afro-Pop Song category, but the group say their song was put in the wrong category. They described the song as house music fused with Afro beats and amapiano, and they went on to tell the VGMA board to do proper research before assigning songs to categories.
So I was just checking the nominations for VGMA. You guys are in Best Afro Pop Song of the Year for Boza. Yeah, would you describe Boza as an Afro Pop song?
No, it's not Afro Pop. Like I said, it's house music fused with Afrobeat and then amapiano. So when you give me a genre, I think you need to come and research into my music.
So that's what I'm saying. We need like producers, you know, who are young producers, who are experts, to go out into the studios.
To break down the genre.
But why haven't you said anything about this? Because J-Bad, I mean, people raised objections and then he was taken out of that category.
When you come out and you say, you either sound arrogant,
you might be taking
different.
But you need to speak up.
Yes, no, but we need to understand it first. Take, for example, our music, we need to understand our music. The music is supposed to be spearheaded by producers. When it is spearheaded by a producer, the sound is clear. But we have people who are not even knowledgeable about music that are spearheading our music here. Please take South Africa for an example. Let's not talk about the Nigerians. Let's talk about South Africa. They are doing amazing things.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and that's Dope Nation. Then Robert Klein, head of communication at Chatterhouse, also reacting to the duo's comments, had this to say.
Afro-pop is actually a fusion of music genres situated within Afro music, you know. So when they say it's made up of house and there's elements of Afro beats and there's amapiano in there, yes, those are the things. That kind of fusion is what is also referred to as Afro pop under the skin. So it's just a matter of them understanding how we describe certain things or our operational definitions for the various categories. I think that would have settled matters. As per the scheme, a fusion of this nature falls under the Afro-pop category. There's a guideline we work with, and that is where it falls under. One of the functions of the board and the team is classification. So what we do is that once a song comes through, it is classified under the category that is most appropriate for it. We had a window, so clearly it would have been good if Dope Nation had reached out with that particular concern if for them it wasn't too clear. I mean, there's no need for them to keep mute about it, because this is something that we are doing together with artists, and we need them to be able to understand that there are guidelines, and if for any reason they need a little bit of education on our guidelines, then we'll have to do that. So for me, what I'm getting the feedback that we need to probably intensify our education more on our operations and how we do things. So
every day we party, every day we party, every day we party.
All right, now celebrated American worship leader and singer Ron Kinoli has got plans to make Ghana his permanent home. The multiple award-winning worship leader, who has been in Ghana for the past weeks, told 3 Entertainment that he is working to settle in Ghana and, more importantly, become a citizen.
My purpose for being here is to become a resident of Ghana and eventually become a citizen of Ghana. I have been, the last week, I have been filling out forms and documents to gain residency and eventually become your brother, a citizen of Ghana. I believe that Ghana is one of the most welcoming nations in terms of people and social situations. It is the most welcoming towards those folks who have experienced the diaspora. And my ancestors came from this part of Africa to go to America, and so now we are returning.
On that celebrated American worship leader Ron Kinoli there, he says he started the process, so like paperwork to be known as a Ghanaian and all of that.
I'm not surprised. He's always been more Ghanaian than some of us.
Well, again, a lot of his music,
remember
the
when
videos.
he came here like in the 90s or something? I think even earlier before that. people will tell you that guy feels so Ghanaian.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember arguing with someone
That
in
he's
primary that
Ghanaian.
he is Ghanaian and winning that argument.
Winning is.
Yeah.
You should go and apologize to this
No,
guy.
Because I was a bully too, so you either
Oh,
take
wow.
it from me or we fight.
Wow.
No, but I think people are not that shocked, just as he's saying.
Yeah.
Because his music, we've used it for all the choreographies you can think of.
Yeah,
and
David,
so,
you're competing to choose.
it's just so,
Any idea?
White gloves and all the black and white and everything. So yeah, he really should be Ghanaian. But anyways, so later at 3:30, y'all are going to be talking about one exciting content happening. Giovani, why are you looking at me like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're excited.
The Billionaire's Wife.
The billionaire.
It streams on Showmax.
It does.
I want to give you more info,
does.
but I'm going to do that later at 3:30. Yeah, and then also I've also got info that on Fridays y'all will be sharing some movie tickets here and there, like exciting things basically, right?
Vouchers for Showmax.
For Showmax.
So the Billionaire's Wife is live on
When
Showmax.
you social media, and you're like, oh, how can I be part of this?
Yes,
We'll give you more info about
you
that.
will.
Giovani, let's talk about the thing you were telling me.
Sorry?
The chef thing.
Yeah.
Women.
So yeah, I was just talking about someone posting on social media
That
that the top 10 chefs
in the world.
sometimes when you want to extend that to 20, you're likely to see all men there.
Okay.
No woman
Because no.
in
Women,
the world.
women are considered cooks,
Oh wow!
and then men are considered chefs.
I just checked.
Whenever it gets
just
down
checked
to
top
the
20, and
whenever
there's
it gets
only a
down to
lady in
the men cooking, yeah. Then
Rachel Ray,
all of a
she's the
sudden
only lady in
you
there.
give them fancy titles and higher pay. So it's the gender
So
inequality.
even in the kitchen, the woman is not winning.
Literally,
Can you imagine?
it's the
Can you
gender
imagine?
inequality that we're talking
The
about.
chicken.
Mr. Massive,
308. 308. 308.
Basically, I'm paying ahead of power 3 for next year.
Power 3 for next year. You're the first contributor. The chicken.
No,
Top 10 chefs. So, top 10 chefs
And you see,
in the world.
Do you know the interesting thing? We are going to leave her to go.
So that she go
brought
enjoy
it. I said, Giovani, what are you talking about again?
I know, right?
Well, we are Trent Square.
So number one are some of the people in the list are Gordon Ramsay, good chef.
Which is not
Jamie Oliver.
surprising.
Are you serious? Jamie Oliver did the worst jollof in humankind.
Because
he did a
Can you
Jamie
taste
Oliver
it?
jollof.
Probably
it was
he
so
learned-
bad.
probably he learned from
it
the
was
wrong
so,
person.
it was like couscous that he did, or maybe like there's this thing they do.
Are you charging with a Ghanaian jollof eye?
No. He said that he's going to do a West African jollof meal, and it was like vomit.
Hey!
No, I'm not even capping. Jamie Oliver does not deserve to be on the list. Anyways,
he's
Wolfgang
he's
Park,
highly
he's
renowned.
like a Michelin star chef. So yes, Thomas Keller, I don't really know him. Heston Blumenthal, I don't know him either. Marco
Menthal,
Pierre
yeah,
White, Emerald Lagasse, that one I know, and a whole bunch. Mario Batali. Antonio
Balotelli.
Bodine, Antonio Bodine, Bobby Flay. Oh, Bobby Flay! I like Bobby Flay.
You like his food or you like him?
No, Bobby Flay. I think he had an issue. I think he had an issue at some point.
Just give me the food.
Nobu Matsuhisa. He's a guy that all the Nobu restaurants. That is Nobu. Rachel Ray, obviously, huge celebrity chef. David Chang. I've seen him, but I'm not sure which restaurant he's affiliated to. And yeah, the list goes on and on and on. But yeah, some pretty impressive people in there.
No lady in there. I'm disappointed.
Just Rachel Ray. And I'm even surprised. What about Martha Stewart? What about all those other female chefs? But then again, female chefs, it's hard to see. Men are not kind to the women.
Men are winning.
When you enter the place,
It's a
then
ladies'
you guys
world,
take over. What kind of
in that world,
chef
we're
is
all
that?
on diet.
It's
a ladies' world, but
and you see, the annoying thing about it is all these chefs claim that they learned from their mothers. So why are the women in their lives not getting the credit?
They didn't add branding to it.
And then that one is.
So guys, we're supposed to do a video.
Yeah.
I'll read this out why we need to do that video.
Yes.
So I got a message from one Ejewa.
Okay.
Says, hi Giovani, I hope you're doing well. My mom and I enjoyed listening to you on our way back home after work. With you and Akorfa and now AJ. However, she suffered a mild stroke. And she's been stuck at home now. She's kind of sad these days. I just want her to be happy again. and I was hoping if you could help me with a video or a nice message for her, so she can continue to stay strong.
Absolutely.
It will mean a lot to me in the world to her. Hopefully you read this. Thank you. God bless you. So guys, are we ready for that video?
Yes, we're gonna do it. No, we'll do it off air. We'll do it off air. But then send a big shout out to what's her name?
Ejewa. That's her, but the mom is Dr. Vida Amwako.
So Ejewa and Dr. Vida Amwako, wishing you all the best. Dr. Vida, wishing you a very speedy recovery, sending all our love to you. Thank you for being so awesome and tuning in to 3FM Drive. We really appreciate you. I think one of these days we should all come in as a group and come and say hello.
We should come home, that's the thing. But I hear your jollof,
the B. It's a B,
your jollof, they slap.
It's a B,
it is slap. So we should all come home.
Dr. Vida, for me, wishing you a very speedy recovery, hoping that you come back on your feet, hale and hearty, and we love you so much. Thank you so much for being tuned in, and God bless you plenty.
Okay, I'll send yours.
Yes. And then Akorfa is your turn.
Akorfa, don't back because this
I know, now I'm
don't
very conscious right now. So it's Ejewa and Dr. Vida. Just the mom. Okay.
Ready?
Hi, Ejewa's mom. Thank you so much for always tuning in to 3FM 92.7, and we're hoping that you get better soon. We love that, despite the situation you find yourself in, you still find time to tune in to us. That's a very big deal, and so we'll